Wilson lot size formula for inventory management is A equals Km over Q plus Cm plus HQ over 2. Find these partial derivatives. First, we want to find the partial derivative of A, the given function, in respect to C. In this term, we don't have any C, so derivative of this term with respect to C is 0. Attention, when we take partial derivative with respect to a variable, other variables are considered as a constant. So derivative of the first term would be 0 because we don't have any C in that term. Derivative of Cm with respect to C is simply m. Because the derivative of C is 1, 1 times m is m. M is a constant when we take derivative with respect to C. And derivative of the last term, which is HQ over 2, would be also 0. Because we don't have any C in that term. Then we want to find the partial derivative of A with respect to H. H appears in the last term. The derivative of the first two terms is 0. Derivative of HQ over 2 is, yes, Q over 2. Because derivative of H is 1. And so derivative of HQ over 2 would be 1 times Q over 2. 1 times Q is Q. Q over 2 is Q over 2. Of course. Partial derivative of A with respect to K. K appears in the first term and its derivative would be M over Q. It should be clear for you. Partial derivative of A with respect to M. Derivative of Km over Q is K over Q because derivative of M is 1. Derivative of Cm is only C. And finally, we want to find the partial derivative of A with respect to Q. Partial derivative of A with respect to Q. First, we have Km over Q. For finding derivative of Km over Q, you can use either quotient rule, because Q is in the denominator, variable is in the denominator. You can use quotient rule. Or the other way is to write Km over Q in the form of Kmq to the negative 1. Then take derivative of this. If you write Km over Q in this form, then derivative of this based on the power rule, we bring this power down to here. So negative 1 Km Q to the negative 2. Derivative of Cm would be 0. For the last term, Q appears in the top. You don't need to use any quotient rule. Q is only in the numerator. And H over 2 is a coefficient. Derivative of HQ over 2 with respect to Q is H over 2. If you like, you can rewrite this in the form of negative Km. Move Q to the 2 down back to the denominator because the power is negative. It's better to rewrite it in this form. Plus H over 2. And you don't really need to do any common denominator here. Leave the answer in this form. This is the best form for the answer of this question. This was a relatively simple question, but it was a good practice for partial derivatives.